Back here on the MLB pregame show, first pitch just a few moments away as Dan Plesac and I get you ready for baseball under the lights with the Topps Player Spotlight. J. Mack. All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. J. Mack will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he's been really pitching well recently. He even won the Pitcher of the Month award in the American League. And with all the other great starters in this league, that's really saying something. I think he's on top of his game, and I expect to see a solid performance out of him here.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Tyler Wade is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty D. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year. Keep the big picture inside, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
So he sets him down swinging. Tyler Wade is retired to kick off the inning. Next up will be Gleyber Torres. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1. Good night for scarves and mittens. It's 48 degrees here at first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches, not throw a single ball, and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding, but you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
Striding forward now is the DH, Giancarlo Stanton, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average. Without a doubt, the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
2 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Swing. The miss on the upper curve, and the inning is over. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Now to the plate, here is Ryan O'Hearn. And D-Row down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Ryan O'Hearn becomes the first out of the inning. Here's Miguel Andujar now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Comes into his first at-bat at 283 with 19 homers and 68 runs batted in.
One away.
The windup and the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
In now, Clint Frazier. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. And even 20 home runs and 73 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Now at the plate is Jason Dominguez. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at bat at a time.
First pitch of the AB now.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Strike two as the fastball is let go.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. So with one away, we'll take a look at the standings here, and it'll show you that these guys have already wrapped up the division race as they've set their sights now on the postseason. One out here in the Yankees' third inning, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Hey, we got one here.
Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, place it first. Place it first.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. Fouled away. Another 0-2 home. Skied down the left field line. Ozuna is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Now it'll be Anthony Siegler. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Anthony Siegler.
And plays at 1 now.
And now the first pitch. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
And he falls behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They still find themselves down 6-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And stepping up as the shortstop, Tyler Wade. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Count is 1-2 now. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Look out.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, 2 outs. Here we go, boys.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Yankees nothing. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Ryan O'Hearn, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Here we go.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Stepping in once again is Miguel Andujar. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Hey, one away, one away. Come on, guys.
First pitch of the AB now. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The windup and the 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Clint Frazier. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Verdugo's got it, and with it, the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Jason Dominguez. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good
right here.
pitch, and it's 0-2. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. LeMahieu, a veteran at 35 years of age. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Fellas.
Up next for the Yankees.
Stepping in now, Anthony Siegler. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better.
All right, come on now.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Now at the plate here is Tyler Wade. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on its way. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th. And with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Next up is Gleyber Torres. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Next to hit, Giancarlo Stanton. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. And that's cut on a miss, 0-1.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
And he fouls this one off. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. So now into the box is Ryan O'Hearn. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looking really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a knuckle curve, and he swings through it for strike one. The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off for ball 1. 1-2 now.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that.
Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Ready now is Clint Frazier. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right by him here. He's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Now into the box, Jason Dominguez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Got him. So the magic number for a perfect game is now down to 2. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. In there, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 2.
Two well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
And another strikeout as nobody can touch him in this one.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Now that catcher, Anthony Seager.
To the plate now, Anthony Siegler. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Strike 3 called, and it's over. He's pitched a perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.